Ali, any reaction there to that news?
Well, if these reports are true, it does two things. First of all, it reduces Macron's stature, his saber rattling over the past few days, that he won't back down on this issue. If this has happened, it'll be a big concession and a big win for the Gilets jaunes, as they're known as here in France, the yellow vests. Some call them jackets as well. They are leaderless, so to speak. And in the absence of an organization or a group that is leading them, other radical groups have joined this movement. So it's very difficult. Groups like, for example, the La France Insoumise. It's led by a guy called Mélenchon. And these are radical left groups with ideologies which are rooted in possibly socialism, communism. And in this movement, they are meeting groups from the far right, far-right skinhead groups even. So there is a fear within this movement that it might be hijacked by the far right. And that is why negotiations that were due to be held on Tuesday were called off, because the group of yellow vests that was going to meet the government representatives said it received threats, possibly, from these far-right hardline groups. Kiltony.
Ali, what else is the government doing to calm these protesters, given the fact that 3 people have died and more than 100 have been injured? And if they do, I guess, suspend the fuel tax hike, will that be enough?
Well, you're absolutely on the spot. This has gone beyond just a fuel tax hike. Now you have divergent groups with divergent interests that have joined this movement. Keep in mind, protesting in France, in Paris, for example, isn't unknown. It tends to happen a lot. They have a right, everyone has a right to protest. It's a free society. But this is different. This is coming from a traditional establishment support base. These are white, so French-speaking, mostly, with who were making decent money at one time, but because the cost of living in this country has gone up so drastically, there's a big gap. So those people are falling through, and as they're falling through, they're like, you know what? Let's show up and protest because my salary ran out on the 20th of the month. Why should I give a damn? Anyways, so. That's what's at the core of all of this, and this is what the government has been unable to respond to in any substantive way.
All right, Ali Mustafa, live for us in Paris. Thanks for that.